Let me introduce myself. My name is Brown. John Brown. Agent 006 of Her Majesty's Secret Service. Not the JB you were expecting. Don't worry about it. I never am. You see, while that other guy gets to save Fort Knox and stop a rushing superkiller, they send me to guard the royal dog or pick up the Queen's dry cleaning. Anyway, I've been called into the PM's office. I wonder what new, exciting assignment they have for me today.
We look in on John Brown while he is seated across from the Prime Minister in his office.
Just like the moonraker goes in search of his dream of gold.
006, you will meet a man named Larry Talbot in Landwelle. He will give you a package of the evidence we have collected on Silas Coldwater.
The billionaire weapons magnate?
He's also an embezzler and a supplier of weapons, Middle Eastern Muslim terrorist groups.
What a great catch.
Quite. Taking that rotter off the board should save a lot of lives.
Landwelle? Isn't that the town where 40 years ago they had some sort of monster problem? Or some such poppycock?
Supposedly, Castle Frankenstein was destroyed when a dam broke. It was rumored that some murders around there were committed by an actual werewolf and the Frankenstein monster. Stuff of nonsense, of course.
Should I go to Q Branch and grab my equipment?
No need. My secretary has your plane ticket out front. Q Branch is fairly drained of special equipment because of the other fella's last case.
Of course it is. Thank you. I'm on the way, sir.
Good luck, and God save the Queen.
The scene opens with our man Brown, seated in the airplane's economy class, while a fat man chatters away on his cell phone.
That's right, Elmo. He blew the killer satellites out of space. Many evil blokes were killed, but he saved us all. Darn good job, if you ask me.
A bit messy, if you ask me.
Oh, sure. I'll join you in first class. Or excuse me, chap. I have to meet my friend in first class. So, let me just squeeze by you.
No problem.
With his annoying seatmate gone, Agent Brown removes a yellow envelope from his pocket.
Landwelle. They're sending me here. The other guy goes to space to battle killer satellites, and they send me to the middle of nowhere to play errand boy. To a package of evidence someone else gathered. I could be a hero too if they would just give me a chance. If they would give me a chance.
John Brown falls asleep and dreams of a press conference. The cameras are clicking, the networks are filming, and the congratulations are flowing.
Sir Walter Whitman, BBC. Mr. Brown, your country is very proud of you. The Queen herself wants to knight you after your stopping the assassination attempt on her.
She's far too generous. That was all in the line of duty, you know? That was all in the line of duty.
Rock Williams, Fox News. So, was stopping that nuclear bomb from destroying New York just in the line of duty also? Our president wants to give you the Medal of Honor for it.
Thank you. It's not necessary, though. You blokes in the colonies can ask me for help anytime.
Just then, Agent 006 notices a small, oddly dressed reporter in the back of the room.
You there. What's your question?
Is this your package, sir?
Package? What? Where are you from, old chap?
Landwelle, sir.
Where now?
Landwelle. We've arrived in Landwelle. Everyone off.
So we have. Thank you, steward. I will be leaving now.
Have an exciting trip.
I'm sure I will.
John Brown, Agent 006 of MI6, exits the taxi and looks at the ornate Swiss chalet-style hotel.
It looks as if my contact Mr. Talbot is not concerned about being inconspicuous at all. That's a sure sign saying this is just another milk run.
Disappointed as he is, our stalwart hero gets his jaws set and enters the hotel for Queen and Country.
I'll ask the desk clerk what room Larry Talbot is in.
Jawohl, mein Herr. May I be of assistance?
Yes. I'm looking for Larry Talbot's room. There should be a note left with you saying JB is meeting him.
JB? From MI6? Mein Gott! How wunderbar to meet you! To think that you first stop a villain such as Hugo Drax from raining death on us, and then you come to my establishment? This is why I joined your service in the first place. May I please have your autograph? It's for my Liebchen.
My name is Brown. John Brown. You're confusing me with the other JB. I'll be sure to pass your gratitude on to him back at the office.
Oh, thank you, sir. I beg your pardon. I'm very, very sorry for the mix-up. I meant no offense.
It's quite all right. Everyone makes that mistake. Can you please leave word from Mr. Talbot that I was here?
Just then a small, squat man in his 30s steps up to the counter.
I'm Larry Talbot.
My name is Brown. John Brown.
Pleased to meet you. Can we go up to my room where it's more private?
He said with a wolfish grin that made 006 a bit uneasy.
Yes, quite.
They go up to the room as if they're just taking a stroll.
Here we are, room 326.
Nice place. I would like to get the package and leave before the snowstorm starts again.
Most assuredly, I will go to the kitchen to retrieve the package.
Unnecessary, for I have already destroyed it.
The voice coming from the kitchen was as cold and as hard as his name. Silas Coldwater.
Coldwater? How did you know?
You will find, 006, that in this town there is very little that I don't know.
3 gangsters with machine guns also enter from the kitchen.
I must compliment the gentlemen of MI6 on their evidence gathering. You really had me cold. Too bad you will never get to use it.
He snaps his fingers, and then the Gunsels raise their firearms.
Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
Darn it, my name is Brown, not Bond.
Oh, quite right. Sorry. Goodbye, Mr. Brown. Kill him!
As Silas Coldwater turned and stalked out the door, his 3 thugs opened fire.
Quick! Duck behind the bar!
Both agent and informant dive behind the bar, temporarily shielded from the deadly machine gun blast.
Quick, how hard does it snow tonight?
It's storming pretty hard until about 30 minutes ago.
Perfect. The snow drifts have to be pretty high.
So that's why you have been eyeing the window off to the right.
Yes, we have a clear shot here if we act fast.
True, but then there's the 3-story drop to our desks.
Not if I calculated the height of the snowdrift correctly.
It's crazy, but what other choice do we have?
There's a good man. Oh, and we are in luck. The full moon has risen, giving us just enough light to aim properly.
A full moon?
Talbot begins to sweat and tug at his tie. When John Brown runs across the room, Larry joins him, but is oddly sprouting hair and going through a change at the same time.
now!
The two desperate men tumble in opposite directions down the snowbank. John continues rolling head over tea kettle until he breaks through a rotted wooden trapdoor at the bottom of the hill.
That was a bit of a fall, wasn't it?
The wary agent dusts the snow off his clothes and takes in his surroundings.
Looks like I fell into some kind of cavern. There's debris and water damage everywhere.
Brown examines some of the large wooden planks strewn around.
This looks as if it's been charred in a fire. How could a fire be in this dank, wet place? There's ice and snow everywhere you look.
Then, out of the corner of his eye, 006 spots something very unexpected.
God blimey! That looks like a large computer or generator over there.
As he stumbles through the snow towards a large metallic box, he notices.
That's also charred like the wooden beam. Must have been some kind of explosion or fire years ago before the whole place froze over. What's that odd cracking noise coming from the ice wall behind me? Is that a large man in the ice? And he's moving. It just can't be. The man breaking through the ice wall bears a huge resemblance to...
Put a hank on.